Hi everyone, it's Chris Brazel. Welcome to my world. Today we're talking about your crystals, tuning in your goals to your crystals. It's a really great exercise. The first thing that you have to do is be very conscious with a very pure intention of what is the goal that you actually want. So when you actually know the goal, you can then tune in. The crystals you select, now that can vary quite a bit. If you're really looking for something that's got to do with your identity, you might use zebra stone. Zebra's really good for you to quickly find who your identity is. I did a grid the other day with the zebra stone and some other crystals, and it was amazing the career changes that I made, even to do with branding and logos, how they were actually taking me away to the health and well-being, where I'm really keen to actually get going and see what we can do, especially with the access coding. So the first thing is select the crystals. So according to the crystal, if you're not quite sure what crystal, then sometimes it's really good to use a selenite heart. We have these in the shop. They're $19. They're a beautiful selenite. It's about clarity, but when you pick it up, you feel good. The shape of a heart means you're really going to tune in. If there's a lot of change needing to happen to actually get to your goals, then you might go for more an orange calcite heart. So you know that the heart has to change in order for you to get to your goals. Otherwise, you know, you've got the little tiny hearts. It doesn't have to be a big heart. You've got a small jade heart. But if you haven't got those and you just want to use one of the crystals you've got at home and you really love that crystal, then you can just go for one of those. So I'm going to use a selenite as we work with it today. Now, what you have to do first is definitely have your intention. What is your goal? And it was only yesterday when I was going to do this video and I got organized to do the video, and then different things with my technology in this area is happening. I was working on my new car. Well, as soon as I finished these videos and my little bit of work on the computer this morning, I'm going down to get a quote to see what my car, the Kluger, is to trade in. That's how quickly sometimes this can work, because it felt like there wasn't a need too urgently, but just when I started to tune in about my new car and feel it in the crystal, and I was working with the selenite, it was immediately, here I am today, maybe buying it today or maybe buying it tomorrow. The biggest thing is my access code or mapping code for this year is a 9. So whatever car I buy is only going to be for 18 months, 3 years, maybe 2 years, but I'd say 18 months max. So I don't want to spend a lot of money. I want to get something that's groovy, and I still love the MGs. Anyway, so get your crystal, make sure you've got a very pure intention. You know exactly what it is that you want as your goal. Now, cleanse your crystal first. You can do that. I always put mine in dirt, and your intention starts from that. So take your crystal, put it in some dirt, leave it overnight, take it out, wash it, and then sit either with some beautiful soft music or just in silence, whatever works for you. But make sure you're not going to be disturbed. And then what you do is you take your crystal and you actually look into the crystal, and it's quite amazing when you look in, but you visualize your gold going into the crystal. So if you're working something to do with money, just make sure the money's connected with where you really want to go. And if it's money, then it would be epidote you would work with. So just all you have to do is sit with your crystal, and as you hold it and put it in your right hand and your left hand underneath. Right hand is about the material and the receiving. So into your right hand, and then you're breathing in. So you're taking the breath in, connect with your gold, and as you breathe out, you're breathing the energy into the crystal. So as I breathe in now and as I breathe out, my new car, my perfect new car is just around the corner, and yeah, I'm going to collect it very soon and start driving it. So that's how easy it is. So you work with the breath quite a few times. I would probably work with it about at minimum of 3. If change is needed, go for 5. If it's rebuilding, go for 6. But as you breathe in, you breathe out, and you breathe your gold into your crystal. And then you just sit with that, and you do deep breathing for as long as you've got time. And as you keep deep breathing, I now have whatever your gold is, but hold your crystal and then put it somewhere, but try and each day just hold it for a little bit, and you'll find you got the answers. So tuning in your crystal to your gold is pretty awesome, and it's just a little tool that you can step out of the emotions and into the doing. You can't explain how crystals work, but they do. I've been a great believer for many, many years. So this is me out. I'll be looking forward. If you do want a heart selenite or one of our orange calcite hearts, we've got some small little green hearts. We can usually get any size in. These vary from 19 to 23 depending on what the actual crystal is. Yeah, so let me know how you go. Cheers for now.